Let's start with that. And we're starting here 2-0. 1-0? 2-0. All right, so we're starting with the takedown. I'm blue. So you got taken down, I'm assuming, right? Is that how that works? Looks like that right now. All right, and now you're down 2-0. Let's see what happens. All right. Okay, in half guard, I like the knee shield. I like the fact that you do not have the shin too deep. All right? Lights went out in the gym. It's okay. If you guys can see, are you good? I don't know if I can make it brighter on my end, unfortunately. I'm making it brighter in my light, but not in the actual screen. All right, so again, good job here. I like the fact that you do not have, let me bring up this. And what I mean by that is so many people I see like shove this too deep and their knees can be easily pinched. And if you can push the knee over the knee, it's a problem. So I want to compliment you right here by keeping the knee against the hip and not trying to drive your shin too far. Like the shin can be against the side, but the knee's here. It's good, keeps him away. And actually that's why you see him driving forward. You did get the underhook, which is really good here. And he can't squash it because you have it nice there. Right. Wait, so this was a fight in the dark? There you go. Oh yeah, was it like, I mean, you don't really need eyes for jiu-jitsu, right, bro? Okay, look like you're looking for the butterfly hook. Now that's getting a little bit squashed to the side though. So if you see there, he was able to come back down. Now you're a little deep here. So one thing I would say here is your underhook is in the middle. All right. Yeah, alley training. This is the kind of backwards second-rate tone I fucking love. It's good, right? So what I want to say here is your underhook is in the middle. What I mean by that is you see how you grab in the center, right over here. I personally prefer to either grab the collar or shoulder or the belt, right? When the underhook's in the middle, we watched how Chael Sonnen talked about how you can convert that into an overhook, and so when it's in the middle, you always have a little, like they always have, even if it's shallow, I still say grab the belt. Like if you couldn't grab the belt back here, I'd still grab the belt by the hip, right? Because this way you could always hike the hip up, maybe get behind them. So that's kind of what I'd say there. So it just loses a little bit of power it could have on it. Let's keep going. Again, like the knee and the hip. Even though you're trying to bring your foot in, you still got, oh, there we go, getting a little deeper on the underhook. Hipping out there. So he lost the knee. He's coming over. Alright, so you're in a deep half guard scenario here. Nice, got the hook. Bring him back on top. Very good. Let's talk about it. It's a beautiful sweep here. So, he is the underhook here. He's pushing your head down. You lost the knee shield. He starts stepping over. He's looking for the Kimura. I like the way you bridged and immediately got on your side. All right, so you never really want to stay flat in deep half guard. Feet there, you're still bridging, you're still pushing him down, not letting him. You get your butterfly hook here. Grab high in the back. Elevate the leg, nice. So now he's like a teeter-totter on the hip. Come right up on top here, good. Side control. So you let him get this Kimura set up though, right? Let's talk about that here. 1, 2. So one thing I want to say, when you're getting up and you're kind of between their legs, reach and grab a collar. I like the chat. I like this chat. Tournament breakdown. We try, right? So you reach and grab the collar. So whenever you're getting up from this, if it's an opportunity, I'm not saying you had it right here. You reach up here once, you grab the collar, nice. Once I'm here, like he's grabbing your wrist here, so I would actually deal with that. See how he's still framing out your wrist. He's looking for that Kimura grip. I might have even grabbed his belt and kind of stayed here for a moment. All right. But so he kind of set that up because again he was setting it for. Yeah, I had that grip for a while. Yeah, he was setting it up from. Now here, watch. He's setting this up right from over here. Watch. When he steps over. See, the moment you let go, he immediately grabs it. That's why he ends up being here. All right. It's also one of the reasons you get the sweep up because he's just so dedicated to holding on your wrist. He's not looking at anything. Like that choice doesn't matter. Well, he kind of does. Right here, 1. See right there. So when he lets go, what is he doing with that hand? Or what are you doing with that hand? Like, why do you let go of that moment? All right, he's stepping over it, which I agree. You're going to lose the grip. I agree. All right. The next grip I would go to, because you go into deep half guard, is to deep hook on the leg and close your elbow. Unfortunately, yeah, but he, again, wrist control, one. And again, you see him right here still controlling onto it. He's looking for that elbow the entire time. So you know he's going for the Kimura here. Do you have the step around armbar from when somebody has the Kimura on you in your game? So one thing defensively I love that you're doing, I love that you're driving your head into the shoulder. Ideally, the more you can keep this elbow exposed, the better. So you could drive this head as hard as you want in this way, and then if you want, you can get that counter step around armbar from the Kimura grip, if you like. I don't know if that's in your game plan or in your repertoire, but there you go. That'd be a nice counter to this. Jiu-jitsu. You pointed out. Going for that Kimura. Forgetting it. I mean, obviously, if you have to accept the sweep, you have to, but he's getting half guard. But yeah, he's got, because he has you in the back foot, right? So he got that little bit of attack on you. He's pushing you back. He's starting to get a little advantage. You got to deal with it first, right? Still dedicated to that sweep. There we go. Nice. So, pulling hips in here. Remember, when you're passing a guard, you want to face your hips to the ground. Right here, you're actually passed. I don't know if you realize this, right? So, realistically, this hook here is only holding your hip here because you're keeping it facing in this direction. If you wanted, you could have kicked this foot straight, this leg, like here, straight, bring it behind, like kind of like a scissor sweeping, and face the ground with your hips, in which case this would have just detached. And you want this knee, let me erase a little bit here. You would want this knee here to actually block his hip. So you'd kick your leg straight, you'd bring it down, you'd bring it through while it's still straight, you bring your knee over your leg, and then you bring in this leg straight, you bring this knee while it's on the ground straight inside. In which case then you replace your hip that's on the ground with your knee, and this leg here, you don't have to worry about it, it will actually detach because you're facing the ground. Let me see. The biggest thing that will help you in tournaments is to put, oh, okay, that's 50. Let's do it 50 stats. The biggest thing that will help you in tournaments is put as much pressure as you can into training. See a lot of people train hard, they do fantastic at the gym. So the competition match, that rate goes up. Well, yeah, there's a difference between competition game and MAC game. It's adrenaline based. Fortunately for me, I did a lot of other weird tournaments, so there you go, there you go. You bring the knee in. No, you should have kept doing that. There you go. Keep your hips facing the floor. Maybe help to the other side. Because he's got that hip with that belt, with that grip, right? Big and hard enough. So you go to walk over it. There you go. See how you're walking forward? That means when you come over, yeah, he's going to have a little bit of space there. Nice slice of shin in. Nice. Good D on his part. Good knee to elbow. Ooh, looking for a collar choke. Got to watch out for that. There you go. Don't go tonight on that. Looking for that knee slice on the other side. I like it. I like the back and forth there. Now belly. And he gets up. Let's look at why he gets up. So really do appreciate the transition here from one side to the other. You're trying to pass. He goes to the other side. You look for the knee slice onto the right. Again, you don't have to have the same passes in both directions, but you do have to have both two passes.
Good, let's pass. Switch the knee, step over, make your pass.
Good slide. True.
Step over, make your pass.
Okay, good one here too. So you still have the collar, you still have the sleeve. He's able to get up there for a moment, but you drive in, you flatten him out with knee on belly. Big hip escapes again. Oh, you lost the sleeve. Okay, that happened. And he jumps this closed guard. I mean, could you have gotten your knee in there? It's a question. Ideally, you watch Hamalu here. The moment he jumps, he just shoves the knee up, just lands straight down. This way they can't close their guard on him. Alright, one. Alright. Alright, so this is a very threatening grip. His knuckles are to your neck. Don't worry about that.
That's it. Guards open. Time to stand up and pass. Good, heavy.
Yeah. I like your coach here telling you the guard's open. He's right. The moment you feel a guard open, pop up on your toes.
Guards open. Time to stand up and pass.
There you go.
Good, heavy with that leg. Good, let's
He's doing good. Up his shins. He's facing you.
step. Big step over.
So he's trying to get you to step into that knee slice.
Heavy hips. Sit back a little bit.
I like your heads looking forward. I like it looking up, but I'd like your shoulders to try and face him more, right? So let's talk about pressure from half guard. Let's go a little bit back here. So you see where his shoulders are. Here's his shoulder line, and here's your shoulder line. Now, when I'm on the bottom, I never want someone's shoulder line to face mine, because that means their pressure is facing away from me. Your pressure is going currently in this direction. All right, so that, look, you're just missing him with the center of your pressure. And he's able to look straight at you. So he's able to get underneath you right now, and you aren't able to put the real pressure on him. 10-part series available at BayDeer.com. Don't worry, I'm releasing it. It's releasing it soon. Nightfall will be my my victim. All right, so I would actually have liked you to step out a little bit more with this foot here, and that could have helped you face him more, maybe put a little more pressure towards him, made it a little more difficult for him. All right.
Heavy hips. Sit back a little bit.
Because I like that your head's up, your hips are down. That's great. All right, I like that you're working on that angle, like your hip, and you're doing a good job of keeping your hip pressure down. Yeah, you just need those hips to face him a little more. Love the snakes in your school logo. Cool. Giving up a little height here. All right, so we've seen that guy. He got the takedown. So you're now up on points, or is because you should have gotten a pass and a sweep. All right, so let's see the points here. As soon as you move.
Open guard.
All right, we're gonna have to skip over here. Okay. Oh, it's only 2-2. Oh, they didn't give you points for that pass? Combat base. It's good. It's good. Christian Woods in coaching. I don't think so. You got screwed on points, bro. I'm just saying. I don't know the rule set, but Christian Woods is coaching him. Oh, okay. Again, look at where you go exactly. So again, I think right now, I mean, there's a time and a place to put the knee against the person, but if you had slid this out a little bit, you could face him more, see what's coming, put that pressure towards him more. Do you do reverse wrestle pass? Let's see. That's that Marcelo's turnaround pass. Because right now, you're kind of giving him this direction. Let's see what happens. If I was him, I would grab your cross collar and grab your leg. Oh yeah, no, that's true. Trying to bring it across. Good knee slice to the other side. He's doing a good job of framing you out, looking for the technical. Ooh, he's recovering, looking for the arm bar. So let's see what you could have done. So you get the leg over and you step. So ideally you would need to, let's see, he wants to get up on his right or left. Switches here, you get the foot off. Yeah, you would need to have gotten that arm. So if you ever watch Hamalu do a knee slice pass, he'll freeze frame right here. Alright? So one. So now one thing you could have done right from here. Alright, so let's talk about this. What level is this? Blue belt. Yeah, so one thing you could have done right from here, I don't know if you do this now, is you could have actually just maintained this collar control. Kind of grab that foot a little bit. And you actually put your knee, if you would slide it onto his belly, like right on his sternum, to flatten him out. Right, you're letting him get the angle a little too much. It's kind of the same problem we talked about before. Not problem, but like the same thing about before about putting pressure towards him. Remember, if your knee can go to the if you can't get your knee to the ground, put your knee in the hip. Boost man, so many. Yeah, blue's very active. All right, so if you can't get your knee to the ground for the knee slice, or someone's blocking you here, you put your knee on the hip, all right? So like kind of like framing the hip out, and you could have put it on the cross side here. We've seen Guilherme put it on the opposite side. We've seen him put it on the same side over here as well. There's a couple of choices where to put it, but don't worry about driving it to the ground anymore. What Hamalu does, what he showed me, was he actually puts the hip back into the center of the sternum, and he uses it to flatten the person out. Like he really drove the pressure in. All right, so again, only as gentle as you want to be there. Maybe nice to your training partners, but you know, you're in a tournament. Forget that. And that's what allows him to get up on you, right? So he gets up, your technical stands up. He looked like he was jumping for an armbar there. Good avoiding that. Actually, I want to say good avoiding the close guard too. That's important. Purple is the highest pace. Brown is the least active. Black is stud. Stud. That's good. I like that saying. I like that there. It's a good one. And then you have Masters Division, black belt. Yo, those guys look like they're sleeping in there until like they go. Until it's time. So good job avoiding the close guard here. Because he does a good technical stand up from him here. Knee into you, hand on the floor, builds himself up. He has the collar. If he would have grabbed the sleeve, he could have given you a little more trouble because you are a bit off balance there. He gets you spinning to the ground. He makes a little bit of a mistake here going for that armbar, but you do a good job of facing him. So now you're facing him. Look, now your shoulders are facing him. Good pressure. You're a little too over him. Okay, so you come to your side. That's cool. That's fine. Nice knee on belly. Looking for the baseball bat choke. And you get it. Nice. All around great work, bro. All around great work. I didn't realize armbar was there. I think he was going for it. He made a couple mishaps in it. If he could have thrown his hip over, I think he could have made that a bit more of a threat. But all in all, great match. I like that you knee on belly. To obviously you do it from the right side. To the baseball bat choke was really solid. The only thing I want to say, like the only thing I would critique in that is where you're putting your pressure, and you allowed him to move more than you had to. All right, you definitely could have stuck him in position a lot tighter. He didn't have to move. Like he didn't have to be able to get up there. Even where is it? Like even back over here. Like even here, like see how your hips, your chest is facing this way, he's facing this way. You didn't have to give him some of these opportunities.
Right hip up and you'll slide through. Step over.
Yeah, like he get like over here when he gets up and ends up jumping close guard on you. It's again same thing. He shouldn't have even had that opportunity to be able to get up and pass that hit that guard on you.
Back a little bit.
Yeah, you do.
Good, make space and
I
pass.
feel like my knee on belly pass.
Keep working that pass.
Belly. And pass pressure is a lot tighter. Oh yeah, no, okay. That's the guy you did me. Hope there's enough match. Yeah, I feel like okay, knee on belly's tighter, good. Pressure. Pressure pass a lot tighter, good. Alright, good. I mean, yeah, you probably, like, over the years, it started facing them a little more. And now you can be maybe a little more conscious of it, too. I just don't know. Sometimes it's good to know why you did something. I lost maybe more than I've won. I mean, that's most. It's easy to go to tournament and lose. Hard to go there and win. There's thank you. Alright, now, man, my problem, Felix. Again, good match. Thanks for bringing it to us, man. We always appreciate it. Always do.